I should probably clarify our call. A lot of folks are confused about that. Our charge is to address the issue of anti-racism within the Religious Society of Friends. We do not feel that that statement means that we don't have this, that's releasing us for the commitment to be aware of the institutional issues around racism. But in the language of, I carried the Church of the Savior with me structurally, and it's what Elizabeth O'Connor named for us as the inward and the outward journey. And so having been raised in this understanding of this inward outward journey of mission, it just kind of made sense. And being African American and recognizing just the impact, having done the training and became a facilitator and started doing the work with faith-based organizations, churches, at looking at racism within their institutions. It just felt rightly ordered that this leading kind of fell into my lap. And so we begin with looking at our inward outward journey and how our understanding and reflection and discernment around our own past has impact upon the way that we present and show up in the world. And part of that training in doing an anti-racism analysis training is that you're looking at impact, not just the fact that yes, we're working for justice and love is really important, but what is the impact upon the communities that are most impacted by the institution of racism? So that is where we began our work in terms of our sense of call. The other significant piece about our structure is the fact that one, we do not do any work around an impacted community if there is not representation on our board to carry that charge. For a man in power to demand service of another without proposing an equitable reward appears to have the spirit of persecution in it. The Negroes have been a suffering people, and we as civil society are they by whom they have suffered. Now, when persons have been injured as to their outward substance, die without having recompense, their children appear a right to that which was equitably due and detained from their fathers. The challenge that seems to be before us as friends in regards to this work around creating this beloved community that we all have kind of said we felt led to, is that I was surprised that John Woolman spoke on the issue of reparations. This charge around the Easter season feels pretty, is kind of tugging at my heart. And I've been, as I've gone about my work from different project to project, in my sight, it's the query that keeps coming to me is, will we turn? Will we turn? And so I keep asking myself the queries as we are instructed to do. Is this a message for myself? Is this a message for now? Is it a message for community? Which in my situation is like, which community? Is it for the entire community that is connected with the Friends Center for Racial Justice? Is it for our youth meeting? We all seem to have this concern that is manifested in the world now around the work of anti-racism. The reality is, as we kind of see it, is that the work of anti-racism, some folks are not comfortable and see it as a concern for us as a faith community, seeing it as a social justice issue. As we get further into looking at the various types of racism and recognize the history behind it, we recognize that it is impossible to live any of our other testimonies. We cannot live the testimony of peace, equality, integrity, community, unless we recognize the intersection of race and the impact upon all of these ministries. So to say that anti-racism is for a certain particular community or a certain particular committee is, in my opinion, invalid. We need to look across not only our various branches, but in all of our committees, in all of our work, our inward work and our outward work, examining our heart for bias in ways in which we prevent the spirit from actively moving in our lives.